Eric Bertrand Bailly signed for Manchester United from Villarreal. We talked about it at the weekend. I'm sure not many of us knew really who he was before this signing. I knew a little bit, and the reason I knew a little bit is because Villarreal played Liverpool. I hate Liverpool, so I did a bit of research on them a couple of months, hoping they would beat Liverpool in the Europa League semis. I'm glad they didn't, because they managed to lose it in the finals. But enough of the Liverpool scum. Let's talk about Eric Bailly. You know what? Some people are undecided, saying, oh, he could end up being absolute rubbish. I trust Mourinho when it comes to buying young defenders. I don't think there's any negativity from this. The positives are that he's around 6'2", he's just turned 22 in April, and his assets are strength, pace and recovery pace especially, and he's had a revelationary season for Villarreal. I mean, they kept clean sheets against Atletico Madrid. He played right back against Ronaldo in December and put him in his pocket. He's on a very, very steep upward curve in development. Manchester City were interested in, specifically Pep Guardiola. His ball distribution isn't fantastic out the back, but it will improve. And as a defender, he's still quite raw. He picks up a lot of yellow cards, not a lot of red cards, but a lot of yellow cards. Discipline, youth, but very strong and likes to tackle. I mean, I heard somebody said, "Oh, I watched him on YouTube. He does a lot of tackles that in this league would be yellow cards." Well, La Liga is soft as the word that begins with S and ends in T. So I disagree with that. Our referees over here are far more lenient, and he'll get away with more over here than he did over there, so that's for sure. But I think he's got those raw attributes, like I said, to be really, really good in the Premier League. There's no guarantees, there never are. But when Mourinho buys a centre-back, then you've got a good indication that he's going to be good. From a Manchester United perspective, I've said for a while that Daley Blind is not a title-winning centre-back. He's a good squad player. I think he may well leave for Barcelona anyway, so that's irrelevant. But when it comes to Phil Jones, can't rely on him. Injured, Calamity Jones, we just can't rely on him. You don't even need to discuss Phil Jones as a footballer. You cannot rely on him full stop because of his injury record. And Rojo, you can't rely on him anyway because he always gets skinned at least twice in a game. His positional sense off corners and crosses has cost us a lot of goals last season, and he's just not going to be relied on by Mourinho. So that leaves us with Chris Smalling really, and youth players coming through. So this lad for me, Bailly, comes in, he's another good young player who can play from the start, but I suspect we will buy another centre-back. John Stones, big difference. I still think that could happen. Even Varane from Real Madrid, Laporte, who knows? I do think we'll be buying Manolas, who I really rate from Roma. We will be buying another centre-back. I think even by Bailly coming in, it only really gives us two centre-backs, and we need at least three top-quality centre-backs. It won't rely on Blind, Rojo and Jones because you can't rely on them if you want to win titles. So I'm really happy about this signing. He reminds me of Anthony Martial in a way that he's on a very steep upward curve in world football, and people are wanting to jump on him and get him to their club and develop him further. And Mourinho is the perfect manager to bring him in. A bit of moaning about the price. I said this last summer as well, I don't care about what Manchester United pay for players, because I tell you what, whatever they pay, whether they paid 40 million for him, there's a hell of a lot more money going into the Glazers' pocket from the fans, and I ain't got a problem with that. Well, I've got a problem with that, but so I haven't really got a problem with when we actually spend money. It is our money actually, I suppose, but as long as Mourinho's going to buy the right players, Manchester United never really get good deals. Having said that, apparently it's around 19 million with 11 million in add-ons, which is fine. I mean, it's a bit like the Martial deal, isn't it? And look how good that worked. So 19 million for a 22-year-old centre-back who's considered one of the best in European football isn't bad. And if he goes on to be the best, goes up to 30 million. Remember, we paid about 30 million for Ferdinand about 50 years ago. So, I mean, it wasn't that long. It was about 20, wasn't it? But no problem with the price. Really excited by the signing. I like signings that come in that we probably didn't know that much about. For those, he didn't play against Liverpool when they beat Villarreal, so there you go. Liverpool fans can't hit us with that stick. Strong, powerful, quick, and Mourinho will develop him. I think it's really good. Get commented below. Give us your thoughts on the signing. Broke at the weekend, didn't it? And it's turned out to be true. We thought it was. It is. I don't understand fans who are like, why do you make videos when it's not official? It's not how it works. You jump on it, you know when things are going to happen, and we knew this was going to happen. Just like Mourinho was going to be the manager, just like Van Gaal was sacked. But I'm happy with it. Get commenting below. Give us your thoughts on him. I personally don't think he will start with Smalling from the start of the season. I think there's another centre-back going to come in who will be the partner for Smalling. But He could do in the few months' time, but he's potential, and I think he'll come in and surprise a lot of people, and I'm excited by it. Thanks for watching. Please drop us a like, share the video, and get involved with the United Stand.